Logan Paul, what is he going to do next, right? We discuss that over here all the time. Now, don't get him wrong. Jake Paul is going to box Madison Square Garden in August. Yet to be named opponent who we hope to goodness isn't the Flurry kid. All right. But Logan, what's he going to do? And Logan's very busy with media. He's got a massive exposure himself, but he's been going on other people's shows. 3 different times that I just got clips. Right, if somebody talks about MMA or somebody talks about fighting, it gets sent to me by a friend and, a little short clip, but I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them from Logan in the last week saying, I'm going to fight Dillon Danis. So I go to Dillon's social media and I'm trying to find where Dillon's responded to this, and it's not a super clear. So then I go back again. He says it again. I'm talking about Logan. My next fight, I'm going to fight Dillon Danis. And he's getting more and more confident. He's not saying it like I want to. He starts with I want to, and you get to the third piece, and all of a sudden he's making a statement, so I call Dillon. So what is going on with this? Are you seeing this? He says, Chael, I accept. Of course I'll fight him. My problem that I've got is I'm not sure what I'm being challenged to. He said, my heat was with his brother. His brother didn't want to box me. But Logan isn't talking about boxing me. If you go listen to those, he keeps talking about fighting me, and he even references several times my jiu-jitsu. Okay, great. Let me go back and watch this. I go watch him again. There's a truth to that. The word box is never used. I assumed anytime Logan spoke about fighting, he's speaking about boxing because that's what he does. But Dillon is right that Logan did bring in jiu-jitsu. And if you add that to an interview he did 3 months ago with Dana White, talking specifically about MMA and a possibility for him or his brother to be involved, there's some confusion. Now, what is the point that I'm getting at? Well, I think Dillon's in a good spot. I don't know where Dillon Danis is health-wise. Just to remind you guys, Dillon Danis is signed to Bellator. He's undefeated. I believe that's 2-0. But he underwent a knee surgery that was quite extensive. He needed 8 months when all of this happened. But we're now to the point where we're approaching more like 17, 18 months. So I know he's got to be close to being back. And then you've got Logan, which is Logan Paul, which is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Truly is. For whatever you're going to go do with him. And I know Dillon's got no problem with boxing him. Dillon just isn't sure that he's going to need to go box him. He's thinking that Paul might come over to do an overall fight. I don't have an answer for you guys. But when Logan Paul has a media opportunity, and not once, twice, but a total of 3 times, calls for the same guy, he's serious. That's the only thing I'm after to present for you. He started in combat in a very tough state of Ohio with his brother, where they were all state wrestlers. He loves and supports and does and plays around with jiu-jitsu. He's competed actively in boxing. So a potential MMA fight is very possible. It's just never what I considered. Every time I hear Logan speaking about this, my mind instantly puts him in a boxing ring, of which I like, of which checks boxes. Dillon is a big guy. Dillon has spent time fighting. He has spent time in the practice room, but he's also a young guy. It's some of these things that there's been knocks on the Paul brothers for not doing. It satisfies and checks a few of those boxes, but I'm not sure that's the direction we're going down. I've told you guys many times about these Paul boys, whether you like it or not. These are legit tough guys. And I don't know if there's much more of a tough guy move you could do than to go after Dillon Danis. Oh, and by the way, do it in MMA, which would be par for the course for what they like to do. I could also be down the wrong road, and just because we were talking about jiu-jitsu and he's entering the word fighting instead of the word boxing, right? You see where semantically this gets tough? So we might have some excitement here. We might have something fun going on. We might have an announcement coming from Logan soon. It might have something to do with Dillon. I spoke to Dillon, who accepts. He just doesn't know what sport he's being challenged to.